Hey guys, welcome back to my Orca channel. Do you ever feel like you practice a lot but you're not getting anywhere? Or you're spending all this time putting in the hours but you're not getting as much results as you like? Or perhaps you just want to get more out of your practice. If you're any of these, make sure to keep watching because I'm going to teach you one tip that is going to help double your progress in your practice sessions. Today I want to talk about effective practice. I didn't really start thinking about this in depth until I was out of uni, and even more so after I started teaching, I realized how important it really was and how much it can affect the results of your practice. I know this phrase gets thrown around a lot in the music community. It's probably not the first time you've heard of efficient practice or effective practice or deliberate practice. But what does it all actually mean? And why is it so important? The most common method I see my students doing when they practice is they pick up the instrument, they're like, I have to practice 30 minutes today because my teacher said so. And then they go and open up the book to the piece they're playing and then start playing from beginning to the end. And then they repeat over and over again, and that's literally the entire practice session. I'm sure some of you do this, or maybe a lot of you do this. You start from the beginning of your piece, you play it through, you make some mistakes and you're like, and then you just keep going. And then you go back to the start of the piece again, and then you just keep repeating like that. This is a really bad way to practice. Why is it a really bad way to practice? Why? Because you're running through your piece, you're making mistakes, and then you're not fixing anything, and then going back and then making those same mistakes again. So not only does this not fix your mistakes, but it actually kind of makes it worse because you're going back and you're drilling in the wrong muscle memory. And then you're going to have to spend extra time and effort to come back and fix those mistakes that you made unintentionally. So instead of continuously running through your piece, this is what you should be doing instead. You need to look at where you get stuck, pinpoint that exact place, and work through that area first. I usually just do the particular bar that I'm having trouble with, or if it's really difficult, I even narrow it down to that particular beat or two. And then I play through that little section really slowly at a manageable tempo where I can make sure that I don't make any mistakes. You have to keep in mind here that the goal is to not make any more mistakes. So you have to make sure that you bring down the tempo to a manageable speed where you know you can play it through without making any mistakes. And then you play it 3 times correctly in a row. I used to be really intense and I would do it 10 times in a row, but you don't need to be as crazy as me, so I would just suggest starting off with 3. Once you can do that easily, then you can expand the area. So maybe you can start from the bar before and play it through and then repeat the same steps I just said. So make sure you play it 3 times correctly in a row, and then you can maybe start at the beginning of the phrase and then repeat the process all over again. You can do this until you've worked through the entire section. And then once you've done that, then you can go back to the beginning and play it through, which would make a lot more sense this time because you've actually worked on the problem and then you're going back to the beginning to check if you've actually solved it. If you incorporate this one simple tip into your practice, I guarantee you're going to get much better results. And you're going to save a lot of time and energy, and it's going to be much more efficient. So definitely try this out and let me know what you think. If you have any other practice tips, feel free to share them in the comment section down below. I always love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm doing more educational content rather than covers these days, so if that's what you're into, make sure you turn on the notification button so you don't miss out. That's it guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!